half-time, but we're going to start half-time by talking about Gus, because it's been a slightly odd first 45 minutes for those of us in the studio, and particularly for Gus, because after 3.5 years as Brighton manager, whilst we've been on air this evening, Gus has been told that his contract has been terminated with Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club. Let me read you the statement that was issued on their website whilst we've been on air. Gus Poyet has been informed today by Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club's internal disciplinary panel that his employment has been terminated with immediate effect. This followed his suspension, an investigation and a subsequent formal disciplinary process. In line with the club's own procedures and UK employment law, Mr Poyet now has a right of appeal. Goes on to say, as such, the club will make no further comment on this matter or recent LMA statement at this time. And you found out, Gus, by the production team printing the statement off and me handing it to you.
Well, I think BBC got a great story, no, for forever really, because a manager getting the information that this is being released from his employment by the BBC during the time of a program is quite surprising. I still have no communication, no text, no email. I didn't receive anything in my phone, so it's all up to you and the timing. So I think it's going to be a story that's going to be there. Probably I'm the first one to be in this position as well.
Were you expecting it to come today?
Today there have been plenty of phone calls between the representative. As any approaches go one way or the other, and sometimes it looks like you're coming close to something, sometimes no, but no, not really, not during the program. I think that everybody, the viewers and everyone, can take their own conclusion about the way that I've been informed by you, really.
It's been going on for over a month, this. Now that you have received this information, how do you feel?
Well, the only thing I'm concentrating is the appeal.
It says you have the right to appeal, so you will appeal.
Yeah, we'll appeal. Yeah.
Why will you appeal?
Because it's the right thing to do. Now, I cannot stand it anymore because after all this, I talk a little bit longer, and during the first half with my lawyers, and they are reading the email that I'm still not having myself. So until we don't go through that, it's very difficult to make any comments.
No, but you feel you want to appeal because you feel you've done nothing wrong, and you want to clear your name. You don't. I'm guessing it will be very hard to manage Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club again after this episode.
Well, basically the football is going. I need to read everything first. But I would say to you that I will appeal because whatever they say in that email, I know myself, and I know that I want to make sure that everything is clear. So whatever step I need to make, I will make in the future.
You've been in isolation during this month.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to communicate with anybody at the football club. Your players, who you got to the semi-finals of the Championship playoffs, will you communicate with those people now?
Well, I think that's a great question for me because I still don't know. I suppose, reading the statement, that I will be able to talk to them, something that is been really sad, because they gave me so much, they made me so proud, and not being able to answer a phone call, answer a text, or even an email for legal reasons is quite unusual for me. So I would like them now, if I get the permission, to make sure that they hear from me directly.
One final thing, why has it taken so long? And do you feel they're messing with your career?
Fair question, so long, I think it's a question for them to answer. Because it was never in my hands. Messing with my career, we'll see. I think it's too early to say, but I know what I do and the way I work, and I'm looking forward to make sure that we clear this first and then start working again.
You have had some communication with solicitors your solicitors and the club solicitors now?
Well, I got the email that I suppose is information 903 here in my phone. Another one as well from my solicitors. They are, taking care of everything. So I'm still, I haven't had the chance to read anything. So I cannot go into details or the future. So, but it's just a matter of, be calm, make sure you made the right decision.
You said it there, but just let me reiterate this. Because it's in the hands of the solicitors, at the moment, in the solicitors, at the moment, can you tell us why this has happened?
No.
No. Are you going to appeal, as it says is your right?
Yes, for sure.
And when you sit here tonight and look ahead to the future, what do you think that future will bring for you?
Well, I've been trying to establish in the last 45 minutes, during the time we're watching the game, what are my rights now, if I can start, for example, we said before, to talk to the players, and, to start informing about things that until now I was not able to do. So it's like the situation from 7:30, my situation from 7:30 to now is totally different, so I need to inform me well about what I can do and what I cannot do from the future for the next few days before the appeal is coming.
Do you feel that you are now available and on the job market and can manage another football club?
Well, from what I read from the statement is that I'm unemployed. So I suppose that that's the case, but again, it's difficult to say.
And what has happened over the last month, 5 weeks, hasn't put you off? You are wanting to get back into football management as soon as possible, right?
My idea now is to appeal and get back to the job that I've been doing until 7:30.
One final question, because I know the lack of communication with your players has upset you because of everything that they've done for you. What about the Brighton fans who are watching this? Because I'm guessing you haven't been able to say anything to them over the past 5 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
Is there anything you can say to them tonight?
Well, I think that first I would like to thank every single Brighton fan for being so patient with me, supportive. They've been outstanding. I know how difficult it was in the beginning to change a way of understanding football, and they've been excellent with me all the time. They were patient. They believe. They got convinced. And I'm sure they are proud of the football club that they, and the team they've been watching in the last 3.5 years. So, just to thank them, I'm gonna try all my best to be there next season. That will depend on the appeal, but to thank everybody a lot.